Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. My name is Peace. I'm with the Footsteps to Peace. I'm a psychic astrologer and an intuitive life coach. If you're interested in a personal reading, please feel free to check the description box down below. There you will find a link to my website at thefootstepstopeace.com. Also, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it, and hit the notification bell so you can be updated the next time I post a video. Today, you guys, on Saturdays, as we well know, I usually go into the weekly love reading just to kind of see where we're at for the week. And let's go ahead and get started. So today's reading starts off with Truth Be Told. I do feel like someone in the past has been wearing a mask, okay? And I feel like the window of opportunity to be able to tell the truth to your significant other is finally opening up for you, okay? And when you look at the owl, this is all about the wisdom that this person has gained throughout all of this. And I feel like it's taken its time for this person to take off the mask and slowly reveal who they are and what they truly want. I do feel like if you guys have been kept apart, I feel like the universe has done this on purpose because there was something that you needed to learn, something that you needed to heal. And I say that because you have the butterfly here, and the butterfly says a change for the better, okay? Now, with the butterfly, it is sitting here perched up on a flower, okay? And it's drinking the sweet nectar. Well, with the butterfly had to go through the chrysalis, okay? So it starts out as the caterpillar, and as it's walking around, it goes into the cocoon, and as we well know, it crystallizes. So it liquefies itself in order to be able to come out as the butterfly. So it's a big transformation, and I feel like this person has been going through a massive transformation in order to be able to go down this new pathway, okay? And next card you have is the archway, and the archway says new opportunities, possibilities, and paths opening up. Now, without having to go through the channels that we have to go through in order to get to where we're going, you know, and to have that archway or pathway open up to us, we had to go through a massive transformation, okay? And I feel like on the other side, what is waiting for you is your crown. Honor and respect will come to you. I feel like this person has kept their mouth shut and didn't tell you how they truly felt about you. I feel like they were wearing the mask, and like I said, the mask is coming down. See how the mask is not up here, it's down here, right? So I feel like with that said, and it's also a number 14, which could be significant for you. It's also connected to the number 5, and the number 5 is all about change created by outside forces beyond your control. And when the higher power card is your overall energy as a number 4, you see that? Maybe the number 4 is also important to you. It tells me that there is a higher power that has been guiding the two of you back together, and I think it's been guiding both of you through a healing process. You know, we try to come into, you know, I've mentioned before in my readings where people, you know, they try to come into these amazing relationships thinking, you know, it's going to be till death do us part and they're going to have their happily ever after. But it's not until you've actually done all the work. Otherwise, you're only going to meet somebody at the same degree and the same emotion as you are feeling within yourself, right? So if you're, like I said before, if you're a glass half empty person, you're going to get a glass half empty person. So the person is going to mirror reflect how you are as an individual. So any of the pain, any of the suffering, or the traumas that you have experienced in your past with past relationships, and that goes all the way back to your relationship that you have with your parents. You know, you have had to go through this chrysalis and go through the healing process before you can just come out as the butterfly. You don't get born as the butterfly, right? You have to come out as the caterpillar and then go through the process. So in life, that is what we have been going through. So that means that we're going to meet a lot of karmic relationships along the way that trigger aspects in ourselves that that don't feel very good, okay? That are going to really have to make us take the mask off, because we're only manifesting relationships that we are used to from the past. So if mom was, abusive to dad or vice versa, you're going to have a partner that is abusive to you. Okay. If you are used to abandonment, for me, like I was adopted, so my whole life has been one big shit show of abandonment issues. So for me, I kept ending up with people who just didn't stick around. They would leave. So, and that goes in every area of my life, whether that's, financial abandonment or, relationship abandonment. Either way, it's still an abandonment issue that I needed to overcome. And I know many of the divine feminines and divine masculines as well have also been going through those circumstances of, healing abandonment issues, healing the self-worth issues as well, right? So I do want to say, this archway has a bunch of roses on it, all right? And you see all these roses, and what are roses? They're all about passion. It's all about romance. So I feel like, this butterfly is trying to go over the archway of the passion and the romance and things like that. So I feel like, once this person or the both of you can really open up that window and tell the truth about how it is that you truly feel, I feel like you're going to get obviously a lot further. The problem is we're in the time of Gemini, and Gemini is all about the two-face. Okay, so Geminis, they show one side, and then the next minute they show another side. And I'm not bashing on Geminis, so that's not what I'm trying to do here on my channel by any means. But a Gemini will show one side of themselves, and then the next minute they show the next side of themselves. So this goes energetically for everybody, especially when we have Venus getting ready, or Venus just retrograded in that area. It's like maybe they were being really, really cold to you at one point, and now that Venus has gone retrograde, they're taking off the mask, okay? They're taking off this mask and actually showing you what they want you to see. But the thing is it's like kind of funny because I'm looking at this mask, but then I'm also looking at the fact that it almost kind of looks like they've almost got like sunglasses on. So maybe this person is still peeking at you, through the window. And I'm not saying that in like a creepy way by any means, because I'm not seeing any creepiness on this reading so far. In fact, if anything, I'm seeing what it's leading you to is finally you getting to put on your crown and being recognized and honored for the person and the hard work that you've put in. And I feel like the universe is actually what is going to bless you through this. See, you see this person right here, right? This is the divine that is watching over you. These are your angels, your archangels. I feel like, a lot of you guys have asked the question like, why is this happening? Why can't I have what I want? And the thing is because a higher power is saying, listen, you have already gone through karmic relationships, and we're trying to save you from going through even more karmic relationships. So what they're doing is they're making you heal, and these relationships are no joke. I mean, they really do make you take off the mask and really show sides of yourself that you that maybe you wouldn't have normally even thought of. Okay, so I can honestly say this has been something that, I think if you have somebody in mind, I feel like, they are mirroring you. I feel like they are going through the exact same lessons as you are, especially if these are twin flame dynamics and karmic situations. I feel like there's a lot of healing that needed to be had, and you guys needed to completely transform, just like the butterfly here, right? You needed to completely transform so that you could go over that new path to your happily ever after. And usually, if you watch, Cinderella, at the end, she gets her crown. So this is the end of the reading, is the crown, right? So I do want to say that if you can, just have trust and faith in the divine, that, everything is going to work out. I feel like eventually this person or the both of you is going to tell the truth. I just feel like communication needs to be had. I know that there's a lot of thinking about communication, but I don't really see yet any communication. But again, we haven't had all the cards come out. So there's the Knight of Pentacles, and that's what I'm talking about. The Knights are bringers of things, okay? Please show us the Collective's Love Life for May 15th. Yeah, okay. So you could be very well dealing with a Virgo. I feel like Virgos are very prominent in all of these readings that I've been doing a lot lately. Then you have the Knight of Pentacles, which could be a Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, most specifically a Virgo here as the challenge. I feel like this, the thing is if you look at the both of these cards, they're not saying anything. They've got their mouth shut, okay? The challenge is the fact that, you know, I think the challenge is coming out of that hermit mode and saying what it is that's on your mind. I do feel like this person has done a lot of contemplation. They've been taking a lot of notes. I feel like, you know, it's about the pros and cons. They've really been trying to learn what it is that they want. Okay, yeah, funny enough, Eight of Wands showed up in reverse. If this was in the upright, this would say, you know, fast-paced communications. This would tell me that there's a text message or a phone call or an email or something, but again, this is blocked, okay? And this is at the bottom of the reading. This shows me, again, and the fact that they both have their mouth shut, that there is no communication at this time between the two of you. So I think it's been quite some time because the Hermit is all about timing. I feel like this person, you know, I think this person needs to reach out maybe, or the both of you guys, and get some advice. I do see that because I think the challenges, or maybe the challenge is you're getting the advice from the wrong people, and that could be very well it too. So it just depends on where you're at in this journey. Again, people can only advise you based off of the emotion that they're feeling. So, you know, if a person just went through a breakup, of course they're going to want you single because misery loves company. So they're going to do anything they can. My nose just started to itch right when I said that. They're going to do anything they can. But I think that you need to, you know, get advice from a higher power, okay? A higher source, somebody who has the information that you need. Because again, I do see with the Eight of Wands here that communication is blocked. You know, with the Knight of Pentacles is somebody who, you know, they don't just invest, you know, they are looking at, am I going to get my return on my investment? Okay, I really do feel like I'm working with an earth sign here. Like I said, a Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. Again, we've got the King of Pentacles here. And I feel like the King of Pentacles has been, I feel like he's been very selfish. Okay, I do see that here. I think he's gone from a king to a knight, which is him demoting himself basically. And I feel like this person is really needing to, I think he needs to come out of the quiet. I feel like he's not communicating. I think he's just done so much introspection. It's like he's almost thinking this to death. It's a lot of fucking thinking. Like I said, it does not have to be an earth sign. It could be any other sign, but this person can be a business owner. This person can be, you know, work at a bank. They can own their own business. They can, with the fact that it's an earth sign, they can be a gardener, a landscaper. They can be somebody who is very grounded, somebody who's very practical, somebody who's very slow at making decisions, because like the Knight of Pentacles here is like somebody who's not, like they're not rushing for anything. They're literally sitting under a tree. And it's like looking out at this King of Pentacles, and it's like, I know I need to make a decision, but I almost feel like this person feels as though they've waited for too long, okay? Been in Hermit, because this is the challenge. I feel like this person is, because they haven't come out yet with any communication, and at the bottom of the deck, here's the Page of Swords. I think this person has been spying on you. I've been getting a big emphasis on that for quite some time now. I feel like this person, because they have waited for so long to communicate, that I feel like they almost feel like maybe this other person isn't going to be reciprocal. But again, I mean, you have the archway, you have a pathway, and you're being asked with this card here to tell the truth about how it is that you truly feel. So, and again, this is all about a higher power. A higher power, I believe, is guiding you. So I do feel like, you know, maybe you're having dreams of this person. Maybe, you know, you're seeing signs of them everywhere. You're seeing their name. People are bringing them up to you. You know, any one of those things can happen. So it's all about signs and synchronicities. But I feel like this person is so, with all this earth energy here, I feel like they're more interested in making money than they are in investing in you. And I said that and the card flew out. Oh, you got a couple of cards. So, okay, this person is thinking about wanting a brand new start. Okay, as we're moving on, I do see some communication wanting to come in, but I feel like this person is thinking about wanting to, it's the Fool, okay? They're wanting a brand new start. They're wanting to start something new here, and they're thinking about taking a leap of faith, okay? They're thinking about taking a leap of faith, but the challenge is they've got to come out of this hermit mode, okay? They have to come out of silence, all right? Because this person isn't saying anything, but what they're moving into is the Knight of Swords. And again, so now you have two knights, the Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords. And the Knight of Swords is someone who comes in and they speak their truth, and they're in just as fast as they're out. So it's like quick, fast, and in a hurry. They come in, they speak the truth, they're gone, okay? But I feel like the challenge is, the challenge is getting this off the ground, okay? Because in the next position, you've got the Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Wands is in reverse. If the Ace of Wands was in the upright, that would tell me that this is a passionate new beginning. It's a new spark, but I feel like it's not getting off the ground just yet, okay? Because with the Ace of Wands here, I do feel like, and then you also have the Eight of Wands in reverse. I feel like this person is very defensive. If you add the 8 plus the 1, it's a 9 of Wands. The 9 of Wands is also about perseverance and moving forward, but I feel like this person isn't quite ready to extend the wand. I almost feel like it's going to be like one of those, how do I want to say this, Spirit? False start, okay? Spirit, please show me the reading from May 15th. What is their love? Show me their love. What do they need to know about their love life from May 15th? Okay. Haha. Yeah. Okay. So again, you have the Eight of Swords here. And look, this person literally has a stick in their mouth. Listen, nobody is holding that stick there in their mouth. They are holding that in their mouth on their own. They're choosing to stay blindfolded. And I feel like if this person was willing to tell the truth and take off that mask, they're going to get a lot further. But I do feel like with this said, you've got the Eight of Swords here, and the Eight of Swords is all about being caught in your mind and caught up in your head. You are, and you're not, you're the one who is keeping yourself from what you want, okay? You literally have control over all of this. It's just, I feel like this person has a really tough time communicating, especially when I'm looking at all these communications and then this person sitting here with a stick in their mouth. Spirit, please show me. So at this very moment, this person is not saying a word. They want to say something. They want to communicate, but I feel like if they do communicate, for some of you, if this person does communicate, it's going to be quick, fast, in a hurry, maybe a hello, and then they're going to go back to the silent treatment again. For others of you, I don't feel like, I feel like it's thoughts of communication, but this person isn't quite doing it just yet. Please show me their love reading from May 15th, 22nd, 15th to the 22nd. What do they need to know? Okay. Yeah, we got this in the last reading. You guys got the Five of Pentacles, okay? So this is definitely somebody feeling left out in the cold. And this is in the hopes and fears section. So I fear this person, if they reach out and try to extend an offer, I feel like this person is going to feel rejected or has been rejected in the past. So I do feel like, because of this rejection, one or the other refuses to reach out because of fear of rejection. And I'm going to be honest with you, when I'm looking at the overall energies, I'm seeing where somebody needs to speak up, and tell the truth, especially when the truth be told card is the universe is literally guiding the two of you guys to one another, but I feel like somebody needs to tell the truth. Now, maybe that needs to tell the truth, to your family members, or you need to tell the truth I think you just need to be honest with yourself. What is the potential outcome for this love reading, Spirit? What is the potential outcome for this love reading? What do they need to know? Okay, what do we got here? One flipped. Oh my God. So this person sees you as the Empress, okay? And at the bottom of the deck, the moon. All right. So I do feel, when the moon is here, I feel like you guys are definitely, I feel like you are talking on in the fifth dimension. I do feel like the two of you guys are dreaming of one another. I feel like you guys are communicating on in a 5D connection. So I do feel like you guys are feeling one another. I feel like what is happening here is there's two emphases on the mother. So I do feel like this person sees you as someone who is very abundant. They see you as somebody that they would love to have children with. I do see, and my nose started itching again, I do feel like, I want to say that this Empress is the person who is feeling left out in the cold at this time. Because I feel like the masculine is refusing to speak. Okay. And like I said, I am not gender specific, so you could be as a feminine, I could be taking on the role as the masculine, and vice versa. The masculine could be taking on the role as the feminine. But what I'm seeing here is there is an archway, there is a pathway opening up for the two of you guys to communicate. And I just feel like what is being asked of you guys is to have trust and faith. I do feel like with the moon here as well, there's a lot of deception, okay? I feel like there is a lot of secrets because the moon hides things. And look at how she's communicating here. See, she's just blowing it out. So I do feel like maybe around the full moon, I do feel, and I'm looking at the music notes here, I do feel like you're getting messages through music. So if you're hearing specific songs and it reminds you of your significant other or your partner, I do feel like certain songs, this person is sending you music. So pay attention to that. I do feel like here, and it's funny because it's like she's blowing out, right, this music and stuff, but then this person, so I do feel like this person is not communicating to you in a third dimensional frequency. They are communicating to you through the ethers. But this person is seeing you as the Empress. This person is seeing you as abundant. They're seeing you as, because this isn't the queen, right? This isn't the queen. This is all the queens matched up into one. So this is the Queen of Cups, which is emotional and psychic and beautiful and emotionally giving, right? But they're also very grounded, like the Queen of Pentacles, somebody who is great with children, complete marriage material. Takes care of the children and the animals and the home. And then you've got the Queen of Wands, which is all about, she has passion and desire, and she's sexy and she's beautiful, and she's a go-getter. And then you have the Queen of Swords, somebody who's very analytical and somebody who is very, thinks well on their feet and communicates what it is that she wants. And all of those are the embodiment. She embodies all four queens. So I do feel like this person is wanting to walk towards their queen. I feel like this person I do see this person could very well want to have children with you. But I do feel like I said earlier, I do feel like this person is wounded. I feel like this person, I do feel like this person is like, I think they feel like time has run out, okay? That they took too long to communicate, and therefore this could very well be over. I just don't see that here. I think that it's a mind over matter, and I think that you need to really tap into your emotions and really figure out if this is what you want or not. I am seeing that, yes, there is communication coming in the future, but like I said, I feel like somebody is going to try and block communication. So whatever that means to you. But this person definitely wants to put honor and respect. I think this person has so much respect for you, and I feel like this person is ready to walk over that bridge and crown you as their queen or king, so to speak, because I'm seeing the King of Pentacles here, but I'm also seeing the Empress as well. So, Spirit, please show me their love reading for May 15th. What messages and what guidance do you have from May 15th to May 22nd? Okay, yeah, keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Like I said, I feel like this is not somebody that you are used to being with. I do feel like I feel like this is definitely something that is divinely guided. I think that spirit has guided the two of you guys together. I think that there is a lot of, I think that the false start happened here because I think that some of these people went towards back to a karmic relationship, and they're having to clear their energy of that, because I think when I'm sitting here looking at him, and you know, he's not paying attention to the angel up here that is trying to point to the one that he is supposed to be with. I think that he ended up starting falsely with someone else, and maybe had gone back to someone from the past, or is still in a karmic relationship. And I feel like the cherub here is trying to get this person out of that situation. So again, going from the caterpillar to the butterfly. So, and then you got two more cards. You got stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. And unrequited love, there's not enough attraction and chemistry to keep this relationship going. So I do feel like, again, it goes back to this Five of Pentacles. I feel like this person thinks that maybe they have wasted too much of this woman's time. And I feel like that they're afraid that this person isn't going to reciprocate the love that they feel for them. I don't feel like this is a true statement. And that's why it's saying right next door to it, stay optimistic about your love life. You know, positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. And that goes for the ones of you who are not in a romantic relationship right now. Maybe have someone in your sights, or maybe you don't have anyone in your sights, and you're just trying to put out there. You are being asked to stay positive about what it is that you want, and don't go into this, oh, I'm not lovable, I'm not good enough, because again, we're not wanting to be the distorted energy anymore. That's where this butterfly comes in, right? And so we really need to tap into our psychic abilities. And I definitely feel like a lot of you guys are dreaming about your significant other and them coming in. So again, stay optimistic. I think that this person, again, it goes back to the beginning of the reading when I was talking about keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Your usual type and expectations was somebody who was very karmic, somebody who was, because of the way that your parents treated one another. And I feel like you're going to have to really recognize where you've done your healing so that you don't go back to these false relationships, because I do see at the bottom of the deck that you guys do have romantic feelings towards someone. Your feelings are real and worth exploring, and I feel like once this person is willing to be honest with themselves about what it is that they want, and I do see the archway, I see the crown here, I see the truth being told. I do feel like this person needs to tell the truth. This person needs to tell themselves the truth, okay? And then tell their family the truth, and so on and so forth, and then come out and be able to tell you the truth about how they truly feel. You guys, this is remarkable. I feel like we're finally getting somewhere in these readings. Let's see what the Divine Masculine wants to say to the Divine Feminine. And you could be taking on, like I said, feminines, you could be taking on the role of the Divine Masculine, and vice versa. Masculines, you could be taking on the role of the Divine Feminine. It really just depends on where you're at, okay? We all have the Divine Masculine and Feminine within ourselves. So I don't want to, like I said, I'm not gender specific. Spirit, please show me. Okay, so the Divine Masculines want to say to the Divine Feminine, I'm not ready for commitment. Okay, so that's what I feel like this person in the past has been telling you all along, but I feel like and that's why you have the Ace of Wands in reverse, is they're still not ready for a commitment at this very moment, but they're trying to be honest with themselves about maybe they told you that they didn't want a commitment in the past, and maybe now they're, since they've had time to really analyze and look over everything and decide, I feel like maybe this person is wanting to come out, because I'm looking at the other cards and I am seeing that this person is wanting to extend an offer or some form of communication, but they haven't quite done it yet. And I think it has to do with wanting a commitment at this time. The next card says, I can't stand not talking to you. So I do feel like the Divine Masculine is missing the communication that they had with the two of you, because again, here's a card of no communication. I feel like this person is communicating through music for you. And like I said at the beginning of the reading, there is no communication here. I do see the Knight of Swords here, where this person has the opportunity, again, it's human free will on whether or not they want to come out and say say something. Again, with the Hermit being the challenge, they're going to have to get out of this Hermit mode. And one more card from the Divine Masculine to the Divine Feminine. What does the Divine Masculine have to say to the Divine Feminine, Spirit? Divine Masculines, what do you want to say to your Divine Feminine? Okay. I'm making a plan to come back to you. So I do see that here. I do see that this person sees you as their empress. I do feel like this person, and if you look, this person is making a plan, right? They're sitting here, they've got their book, they're thinking about everything. This person, the Hermit, always makes plans. You know, the King of Pentacles, he really thinks things through before he makes a commitment towards what it is that he wants. I see that this person is definitely wanting to take a leap of faith and move towards you, move towards the Divine Feminine. I do see that here because the Empress is the outcome in the reading, and I feel like this person has definitely been thinking a lot about you, especially keep an open mind. And this person, I think that the both of you guys have been needing to give it up to a higher power. See how she's giving it up to this person, and then you have the higher power card here as well. Okay, so I do feel like there's a window of opportunity if this person has decided on whether or not they want to come out and tell the truth. But I don't feel like, I feel like it's going to be a small truth. I feel like this person, you know, could just, like I said, I feel like it's a false start. But I feel like this person knows that you are the Empress, and this person knows that they need to come at you correctly. I don't think that they can come at you as a knight. You know, they can come in as a knight, but they need to come back in as a king, or they need to come back in as the Emperor. And the Emperor is the embodiment of all four kings. So, Divine Feminines, what would you like to say to the Divine Masculine? I'm struggling with money. So I do feel like the Divine Feminines are definitely trying to work on their coins here, especially when you've got the Five of Pentacles here. I do feel like the Divine Feminines are working on their structure, their stability, their finances, and all of that. I think just trying to keep afloat. I think that with the Ace of Wands in reverse, I think that some of them haven't gotten the opportunity to go back to work yet. So I do feel like, or, you know, they're working on getting a new job, and they're, you know, with the Moon here, they don't know whether or not that's going to pan out. So I do feel like that is been an issue. Okay, and the next card is Trust Me. I feel like the Divine Masculines have had a really tough time learning how to trust this Divine Feminine. I think it has a lot to do with, you know, because of the past. And when it says your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations, I do feel like this Divine Masculine has been hurt in the past, maybe been cheated on, lied to, whatever. So this person is needing to see you through a new set of eyes. Okay, so I do. I think that trust is a big issue, especially because of the unrequited love here. I think that, you know, this person was lied to in the past, and maybe somebody stayed with them due to the finances, okay? And one more card. What does the Divine Feminines want to say to the Divine Masculine, Spirit? Divine Feminines to the Divine Masculine. What does the Divine Feminine want to say to the Divine Masculine? Oh, here we go. Okay. I want to come back home to you. You're where I belong. So I do feel like the Divine Feminines really see these Divine Masculines as home, a place that they can call home. Maybe they're working on their home. Maybe they're working on their stability. Maybe they're working on, you know, obviously they're working on finances and things like that right now. You know, maybe some of these Divine Feminines are just trying to keep a hold of their home, you know, and keep their home in order. I do feel like some of them could be building a home, and things like that, or working on the money to build a home with the Divine Masculine, because I do feel with the Empress here, the Empress is home, okay? She is the embodiment of home. Without your Empress, what do you have? You can have all the material, you know, things in the world, but without having this Empress, who do you have to share it with, okay? So it's like, yeah, you can have your home, you can have your job, you can have your kids, you can have all that, you know, the nice cars and all those things, but what are you missing? You're missing your divine counterpart. So I do want to say, you know, I think you really need to think about that. And like I said before, I think that this unrequited love card here has a lot to do with not feeling worthy. I think it's a self-worth issue. So yeah, you've got the base chakra, which is all about the home. That's what I was literally talking about. And you have the teach, and you have strengthening bonds. I do feel like there is a book here. Okay, there is an emphasis on a book. Okay, so there could be a book that is important to you. I do feel like, you know, there are things from that book that you are needing to learn. I do see here with the base chakra, the root chakra, this is all about getting your stability and being able to feel stable and firm in your environment. I feel like there's a lot of sexual energy here as well. So be mindful that this person isn't just coming back for one thing, you know, coming in, wanting to have sex and then running out the damn door again, because it's not going to get you anywhere, because what you're needing to work on is strengthening these bonds, strengthening the bonds between the two of you. I do want to say that there's a spear heartache over what you no longer have. I feel like with that said, and it has to do with this woman, dealings or relationship with a woman. So I do feel like somebody's heart is broken, or they broke this woman's heart based off of not telling the truth, especially when it's the number one overall energy is truth be told. So you guys, I feel like we need to just get honest with ourselves about what it is that we want this week, so that it can come to you. I feel like you guys need to get grounded, and so that way when the information does come in, because there is an opportunity here for some of you. The only way to know for sure who I'm talking to is to get a personal reading. So definitely check out my website, thefootstepstopeace.com, and we can go into it. But I do feel like you guys are being guided by a higher power, and this is much bigger than you or me or any of that. We just have to do the work. So you guys, I think that this is a very beautiful reading. I know I say that on every single one of them. I think that there's a lot of changes. I do see an emphasis on roses here, so there's a lot of passion. I just feel like there's been a lot of heartache in the past, and I feel like forgiveness is what needs to be had. So you guys, if this sounds like your story and you are interested in a personal reading, please feel free to check the description box down below. There you will find a link to my website. Again, like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. Comment. Let me know how these are working out for you, and I look forward to doing another one on next Saturday. We'll chat soon. Take care. Bye-bye.